Excellent, excellent, guys. I'm going to be a little bit behind the 8 ball, but what I'm trying to determine is how my audio keeps getting so jacked. Because I think that audio was way too loud. And I just got to get my volume settings right before I do another live. So what I was saying earlier that I replayed and understood that I could not hear is that tomorrow I am going to do an official night shift. Tonight, yeah, this is night shift, but I'm just playing around, trying to tweak a few things. So hang out with me. I'm probably not going to make anything look any prettier on your screen. You know, you're just going to be hearing music. I'm just going to chill again. I'm going to record about an hour maybe. Just to make sure that everything sounds okay. last night was a bust. My audio was shite. The music was way louder than my audio's checking out good right now. I'm just gonna take my headphones off so I don't keep confusing myself or whatnot. Yeah, last night was horrible. I didn't even listen to the replay because I couldn't hear myself at all. I didn't talk about anything anyway. We didn't really have anything going on because there was maintenance going on Autotask, which is what I use for my tickets. And so a good portion of the night when I was trying to use Autotask, it was throwing errors, and there's no point in making big moves with ticket closures when the ticketing system is down. Again, welcome to the night shift. It is kind of rough. Let me actually kick off. Let me kick off Twitch. And welcome to everybody that is on Twitch. This is the night shift. My name is Shayla. I am an IT guru. I am an IT queen. I know a lot of stuff. I know a lot of stuff with regards to Microsoft products, Datto products, Kaseya products, Duo products, Unified products. I've worked with lots of different backup utilities. I'm a jack of all trades, really, when it comes down to it. I've spent umpteen hours in a data center doing massive recoveries after bad things have happened. Those were the days when those crypto viruses started. Those were the days. So I do a lot of shit. But at the end of the day, anybody that is in IT knows the end of the day is really kind of when things begin for us, because that's when everybody is off their computers and we can have free reign, as it were. I am going to get a little work done, but this again is not this isn't a formal one. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put together some more of my overlay stuff, maybe make some adjustments to where I am. I need to get some furniture behind me. Sorry, I got a decent desk, but I don't have anything behind me but my crap. So maybe I'll get some stuff on the walls, in the future. But thank you for joining me if you are here. Appreciate it. All right, so I got a slew of different tickets I didn't quite get to today. I have a few that I need to close as well. Now, these printer issues, I don't get tons of them because my major printer players, I've got them shifted into Printer Logic. Pretty neat tool. Can answer questions about that too. Had a weird glitch with Lacert today. Had a few users that were in the midst of doing things in Lacert 2024, and I don't know if this was a Lacert. It felt environmental, but in the end, I spoke primarily to one user and ended up having an interface with two more users who, within a span of time, couldn't seem to do anything. And there was certain. I went and I checked my backups just to see, because when I looked at the troubleshooting error tab, what I saw was a file on the Lacert server that was being used by another process. I'm not sure what process. It's also worth in a situation like that, double checking your antivirus to make sure that it's not sniffing out paths on the server. Now, you gotta consider both directions. So yes, you want to, on your EDRAV, make sure that you clear for the local path as it pertains to the server, but you also want to make sure that you clear the mapped drive path in case the scan is invoked from the client side. So, just chatting it up. We're not really doing all that much. I'll see if I can't get a few things closed. I was able to confirm with each of those users that their issue was rectified. So what I'm going to do, I connected to them and I chatted with them with Agent Browser, Kaseya. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to close out that connection, and I'm going to make sure that my chat is captured in the associated ticket. So I'm going to click add to existing ticket. It usually doesn't find them. It doesn't unless they open up the ticket via their agent, which automatically associates the PC with the system. So I'm going to let it do its self-search. It looks like this person did, in fact, create it through the agent. Yep. And so I didn't have to put in the ticket number. Ticket came up. I click it. I click save. If I refresh the ticket, now my chat and the fact that I connected and things like that are going to be registered to the ticket. So, yay. Also, you know, I keep having this weird little thing that's going on. The way that you're seeing that window there with the music that's playing, that's a beta of the tools that I'm using for broadcasting. And what I'm trying to do is I'm showing that window, but I'm streaming the music from that window. And I didn't do any testing before, but the main reason I did that was to see if I could just stream audio from one window, so that if I wanted to stream music from that window, but listen to something else on another window, that I might be able to do it. But I'm not going to be able to do that. I think the only way I might be able to do that would be to pump it in through my Focusrite. I'm not sure. I'll have to play with that, but not in a live. Anyway, got those notes in for that ticket, and then I'm gonna close it. I tell you, I don't feel all that great again. My head hurts. Action required. It's my favorite closing phrase. Man, my head feels weird. I did not make an I'll be right back little video, but you know, I will. Unfortunately, during the day I have to work, but I did work on getting my countdown to go into my layout that I want, you know what I'm saying? So we're doing good. They'll find some other trigger to use to slip into that break. Again, we're not doing a break today, but I thank you all for coming. If you're here, I'm guessing there's probably nobody else here, and that's fine. I work by myself anyway. I do want to get some more of these videos out, though. We definitely have more to do with regards to our test environment. But anyway, when I fill up my screen, my right screen, it blanks out the video on that page. It looks really weird. No likey at all. Doing another closure with chat notes from the agent browser here. This ticket was not made from the agent, so I'm gonna have to search for it. groups of you. And see what I got going on Twitch. Alright, smoothish. So cool. Okay, so you can hit me up. I'm on Twitch at MSPBackline. I'm here on YouTube, MSPBackline. I'm gonna get started on my Facebook stuff. I'm gonna get started on my what is it, Substack. Again, night shift. I'm closing tickets and wishing this headache would go away. It could very well be that I'm extremely dehydrated. I think for every 1 cup of water, of which I don't think I've had much over the last few weeks, I've had like 5 cups of coffee. So my brain is probably starting to squish into itself from lack of water. And the pain I'm feeling is my brain touching itself in ways that it shouldn't be touching itself. Kidding. I'm just making this shit up. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, there's another ticket closed. Let's go. Again, I am just testing this. Okay. Not much going on. But again, if you want to holler at me, see if I can help you with any IT issues or concerns you have, let me know. Otherwise, we're just chilling and you're just going to watch me work and listen to the jams that I'm playing from Lo-Fi Girl. Matter of fact, I am going to mute my mic again and double check my stream. Alright, back to action. Audio sounds good. Audio sounds good. Gotta get together with him. Make sure that meetup with my client is on my calendar. It is. Oh my gosh, what printer type is this? It was the devil. It's the devil. It's the devil printer. I got a LaserJet 500 color MFP 570DN. Couple problems. The existing print server, I mean, it's running an older version of an older version of Windows Server. even when I try sharing it out from a newer version of Windows Server, it's still like it. I really try to stay away from Windows as a print server anymore. Basically, I abandoned it. I'm gonna be straight up with you. When Print Nightmare came out, I had already hooked up with Printer Logic. I just started moving all my stuff over to Printer Logic and was just like, screw that Print Nightmare crap. Screw it. I would rather keep my installation separate anyway, because that means I can drop ship, and I can roll out printers, wherever. They don't have to have connectivity to the domain in order for me to roll out their printer. And I can also better configure the procedure for like remote printing, which is pretty cool. I don't like that you can't do it ad hoc. It's one of those things where it's like you have to pay for an advanced license for all of your printers if you are going to get an advanced license for one of your printers. So like for an organization that I'm managing that has over 20 printers, and if I just want to do a remote print for one, it's not really worth the money. If I have a site that only has a couple printers, it might be worth it. I can't remember my price point. Anyway, on that I wouldn't tell you if I did, just in case I'm getting a deal that you wouldn't be getting. But I keep getting errors, man, when I try to print to this damn thing. So, like, when I send a test print, and I've tried, oh my gosh, and it just worked. PCL 6 version 5.5.0 from the old printer. I tried, let me remove this from this other printer. I don't want there to be any confusion with regards to available printers on the network. And then let me double check my group policy and make sure that East Hall is still getting delivered in the same way. Very interesting. I think I didn't test after the last adjustment, and the last adjustment that I made was to drop the printer's driver down to a universal PCL 6 version 5.5, and I'm pretty sure that the versions that let me see what drivers I have on here. Yeah, so earlier today I tried the OG printer that was specifically for the LaserJet 500 MSP 570, pretty old driver. That kept getting hiccups because I'm printing, like, the client OSs I'm printing from are what is it, 11, 10 and 11. So some 10s I haven't upgraded and some 11s. The Sover OS ranges from 2012 R2 to 2016. I think they're over their new servers, 2016, 2019. 2016, yeah, they made some upgrades. Just pulled this client back in. But first, I am doing, just won this client again. First, I am doing some, like, for ages, this company should have had some of their servers consolidated. They freaking still had an old small business server out there. What the hell? You know what I mean? If you still have a small business server, hit me up. Holla at MSPBackline.com. I'm gonna put that in my chat here. You guys need to know this. And I'm gonna put it in my description too. I'll need to update my description. Holla at MSPBackline.com. Reach out. Let a girl know you got a small business server, you need to get rid of that. Come on. Give a girl a call. I can help you out. You got some Exchange mailboxes you need to migrate. Shoot, I'm getting started on a project with some public folder migrations as well. It's a doozy. It's gonna be fun. But you know, it's a doozy. Depending on what you use the public folders for, you know. Man, I have a killer headache. Let me drink more coffee. I'm sure that will. So it's still being deployed correctly. Both of these units. I still don't know what's up with the West printer. I have to send somebody on site for that. Right now, they only seem to be concerned with 2. Thank this guy for his time today. Second time I've managed this environment, of course, the one that I'm talking about right now. And one of the things that I need to check out is, see, let me go to my technician depot where I keep group policies. I will make a solid management like type of group policy, and then I'll export it so that I can import it into a new one. This particular instance, what I'm concerned with is the non-admin printer installation policy. Because what I'm finding is that what I found was that this user, although the policy should have applied to this person's, let me double check and see where this policy is. This policy scope is, it's at the root. It's at the root, and the OU that the users are in is not blocking inheritance. So this should be good all the way down. So then the question remains, shoot, I gotta close some windows. My computer's just like squealing. It's so upset. Like I've said before, ladies and gentlemen, I support freaking receptionists that have more RAM than me. But I make it work. You wanna know why? Because I'm gonna make it work. It's the nature of the beast. So what I want to look at is this policy again. What policy is this? This is group policy. This is an editor. Which policy is this? Oh, that's the login policy.